going on today? Let's talk about that.
So it's a bit of a mess.
That's great. Good. Just keep that going throughout the whole time. Yep. And now talk over it. That'll be really good.
It's a bit of a mess around here. And in order to mitigate some of the mess, we've ordered some pallet racks, and we are going to be renting some space from Vrata, the company owned by the person behind the camera. They make the best drum shoes in the world, and I'm not just saying that because he's looking at me. We normally would be doing an episode of Fresh Finds today, but due to just the kind of hecticness around here, I think the first step into doing a proper Fresh Finds is getting this space organized, and the best way we can do that is to move some inventory and some other stuff over there, clear out some space here, and then on Friday we're going to show you all the new finds we have. We did get quite a few cool things this week, so definitely be on the lookout for the next video, and I'm sure in the coming days we'll also find some good stuff, as I'm always pleasantly surprised. Come along. We're gonna go check out these pallet racks and get them built. We'll show you some stuff you haven't seen before. So there will be some aspect of Fresh Finds in this, but we'll do a proper episode next Friday.
I'd like to note that we can actually see the floor right now. How long has it been since you've seen the floor, Damien?
84 years.
B-roll of Kaylee doing stuff. Need more followers on the YouTube.
Subscribe. I said it. Towards the beginning of the video.
That's fine. Do you have a certification to be operating that vehicle?
I don't.
As he crashes into
I know, I literally. And I'm about to hit you too. Awesome. There he is.
I'm making sales. This is my contribution. Is getting the money so payroll can be run.
So we're gonna put these bad boys together. And I've done this 0 times. Alex has done this 0 times. Thomas has done this several times.
Yes, I'm a professional. If it looks
I've
good.
been mansplained how to do this several times.
Yeah. So
Courtesy of me.
I'm not the video.
There's too much stuff in the
we
way.
can move this pallet back, Thomas. You can go about where the ladder is and shoot this way. Oh yeah, that way. And then try and. Yep. Forward and to the left. Just let it lean for a second. Yeah. Number 1 done.
There, we did it. That's it?
That's it.
All right, we're
That's
done.
what we're
Good day.
So
All right.
That's fine.
where a 412 fits in there, and that's the size it needs.
Can you bring your bottom up? Straighten it out just a little bit more because I'm in the holes. I just gotta push it in. Yep, it's locked in.
Alex, come here and hold this.
No,
Hold like this.
Oh.
don't drop it.
You're fine. All right.
See, I told you it wasn't gonna come.
All right.
Get home. Oh, that scared me. I was like, yeah, am I bleeding? Be careful because paint chips off of that red one.
Yeah. Yeah, about there looks right on. It looks like it should slot down a little bit.
Yeah, I can't push it. Let me help you. Got it? Probably went in. Yeah. They're not that, but if you need a hand, let me know.
Yeah.
This is the hardest part.
It's so funny. I have a picture of it.
Other way. That doesn't look right. We can count the holes from the middle. Yeah. Or we just have a I need something to use as a camera. Maybe that guitar, that stand.
The camera?
Yeah, the camera. His went in perfect.
His went in perfect in the wrong level.
Yeah, it looks higher on this side.
Yeah. Is this one also slanted down by?
It's okay, we're just trying to get this. We should be counting. Yeah. I don't, someone stole the hammer that was here. Let's just go, let's go get a proper tool. Let's not do something wrong. Okay. I'm gonna go do that.
Do you want me to go do that?
Yeah, if you want.
I'll be back. Is that one? I feel like that one is down one notch lower on that.
It is, yes, but we can't take this one
No,
out.
I understand. I was just curious if that was. You guys think the same?
Whoever painted these is not helping. Because now paint is, it's not even dry. No, that looks level to me from here.
Does it?
Hold on, let me get mine in.
I can count it. You have anything you want to grab? Let's grab that side.
Looks good to me.
This overlaps.
Yeah, some of these are the right size.
I gotta leave.
Maybe half of them.
40 minutes.
More uprights.
Yeah.
Or finish those up, and then the rest is easier.
Correct.
Yes, this is correct. This is how it should be. It should be exactly like this.
Okay.
And then up we go.
So this will be the first level of hard cases.
We don't know how things work leveling wise. We can't count.
Yeah. See, I knew it.
You were right. That's why you're the boss.
Just finished putting this together with my bare hands,
All by himself.
Alex did it all by. We just watched.
Yeah, we just watched.
all by myself. This is the equivalent of the CEO with the shovel.
Yeah.
Even though I did get this side of this beam in.
Yes, he did.
Did do that.
So.
Can you see everyone in? Can
It's
both of you?
2010.
Wow.
You can't see Damien in it.
How about now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wrong side. If I was on the other side. This is it. We're loading up guitar cases.
I know that our audience is going to be really interested, but I'm trying to figure out how many you can fit in one of these 8-foot by 8-foot sections with basically 9 units of pallet rack in the middle. So you can optimize with a 12-foot upright how many guitars you can get in each row, and then how many is the maximum amount of rows you can do. So when you have a little bigger facility, we could just have these racks of hundreds and hundreds of cases and guitars and all that stuff.
You know, we could count right now and then math it out.
Do 20 cases for every one of these. It's about 16 with acoustics. So 6 times. You could get about 120 cases for every one of these units.
Christmas cheer pallet racks.
Bring in the Christmas cheer.
One eternity later.
After a handful of late nights, the racks are finally done and built. So to save a little bit of cost, and by a little bit I mean like 60 or 70% less, we went with used racks since I didn't think that we needed new. Well, as with anything, there's various levels of used, and they didn't let us know that a lot of these have potentially been used outside or something. The issue with that is just that the install is a little bit harder to do, and some of these this has definitely been painted. But anyways, all that aside, we were able to get these built, and these are way more space efficient than anything that we've ever had before. So now we just have a new inventory system where basically every one of these bays, I mean, this is the way really any warehouse would operate, but is labeled, and then each location has its own label, and so every guitar, you know exactly what the SKU number is, you know what the location code is, and then obviously it says which guitar is here. And this is kind of just the blueprint. We're obviously going to do a proper system with barcodes and all that, but this is our prototype for that. You can store 15 to 20 guitars per rack like this, and you could build this up to be up to 6 racks. If you had, every inch being used efficiently, you could do 300 guitars in just, less than 300 square feet of space, as long as you had a high enough roof. So I think we're going to try to keep things on usable shelves without a ladder. Yeah, this will be cool. I'm really excited that we have the opportunity to have this space. It's not something we've had before. Big shout out to Bradham for subleasing some space to us. It's been a massive help. Now that we have all this space, we can buy even more cool stuff and have space to efficiently store and organize it and bring it all to you guys on the internet. So as you can see, this is a ton of inventory. So we're able to clear up a bunch of room at the shop. We were able to reorganize a bit, but not only that, we actually found a bunch of guitars that for one reason or another didn't end up getting listed, kind of from the back catalog. So let's go back to the shop, check out the new layout, and let's also check out some stuff that we are going to be listing on the shop very soon that we've had for longer than I'd like to admit. Okay, so since we're able to move out all those stacks of cases over to Vratum, it opened up a bunch of space in here and also allowed us to kind of go through some of our inventory. And it's actually kind of crazy how many guitars that I found that have been laying around in the shop for a while but haven't gotten proper attention until now. So there's not a ton today or anything super high end, but we actually got a couple kind of unique pieces that will be hitting the shop very soon, and then I'll give you guys a little tour of the cleaned up area. We got this Seafoam Green Square Jagmaster, which Jagmasters are not very common on their own, but this color is really, really hard to find. It's got some cool honest wear, which I actually genuinely like how it looks on this. But yeah, super cool, unique guitar. Nothing super high end, but pretty collectible actually. We've got this very not original Fender HH Telecaster, and this is something they did. This one's a 2017, I think. Yeah, like 2015, 16, 17, right when they in between the Blacktop series and the new Player series, they did this standard series of guitars where they still had the rosewood fretboards and they had humbucker pickups. And this was one of those, and somebody modded it and they put this mirror pickguard on it as well as these DiMarzio humbuckers. So really, really cool telly. Obviously very not original, but really fun guitar.
I want to acknowledge the squeaking noise going on over here real quick.
Sorry, I'll stop.
No, you can keep doing it.
Wiping off of a Sharpie marker off of this is a lot of fun. It's hard knock life over here. But yeah, look,
Oh, that looks lovely.
it's coming along.
Look at that.
You can still see the remnants of where the Sharpie was, but
This functionality-wise and playability-wise is actually one of my favorites that we're going to show today. But aesthetically, it's not for me. Here we have an Epiphone Les Paul Baritone, which are very, very rare. In this finish, the Iron Cross. I'm sure one of you out there will love this. However, that is not me. And if you do, hey, that's totally cool. Really, really cool guitar, and this plays really, really great. Obviously, it's hard to find baritones in general, but these Epiphone baritones are really, really hard to come by. Every time we get one, they sell like instantly, so I'm interested to see if this one moves just as quickly. Really cool Fernandez and kind of like a TV yellow finish, and this one's super, super warm, which again looks really cool. We've had this one for like the entire year, and it for some reason like just never hit the shop. So definitely is going to be up there very soon. It actually sounds really good. This is obviously like nothing fancy, and it's very accessible price-wise, but this is just a fun guitar for not a lot of money, which is really cool. We also got this Fender STR-80, which is a super Strat that the finish is very messed up there, but it still plays really, really great. High spec guitar, not great condition, so it's definitely not high spec money. So if you want a cool vintage super Strat, as this is from I think 89, yeah, 1989. This does a lot of those things for not as much money as a lot of others. So if cosmetic condition doesn't bother you, this could be cool. If you come more so from a collector standpoint and originality standpoint, this is not the guitar for you, but we've got plenty of those. Another nice Strat that is in not nice condition. And this was probably my favorite playing guitar of the bunch. Super, super beat up Fender Japan Strat, tons of wear throughout. This one is just asking to be taken out on the road and beat up even more. And it sounds great. Nice dark rosewood fretboard too. But, I mean, it's really like, this guitar probably has a lot of stories. So look at that fretboard. That's what you want to see. Frets are actually in like surprisingly nice shape for how messed up everything else is. This is a very late Blacktop Strat, which is interesting because most of the original, I think actually all the original Blacktop Strats were either rosewood or maple, but this one is Pau Ferro when they first started using it. And what's a little different with this is that it is a mahogany body, so it's a lot heavier than your typical Blacktop Strat or Telly, but really cool guitar. And we got two of those at once, so this one's got like the hang tags, and this one I believe is all original. If I remember correctly, the other one we have, or had, I don't remember, might have actually sold, had like locking tuners and some mods, so we kind of have an option for both tastes. Got some more stuff kind of out on stands. We usually don't have stands on the floor too much, but there's just so many cool guitars that didn't fit the wall. We can fit 70 on the wall and then 4 acoustics over there. There's just a bunch of cool stuff that we couldn't, like especially like these Rickenbackers and PRS, this SG. vintage Strat, all kinds of cool stuff. And I know you've seen some of these in other videos, but it's really nice to actually have these out and be able to be played, because a lot of times they'll end up having to get put in the case in the back or now at Vratum, just because this space is not very big. But moving out some stuff gave us some room to put some stuff on the stand. So we got a nice little ant corner here. We actually, this came in earlier this year. That, again, another thing that didn't get put online yet. Really cool Sovtech MiG-50. And we are going to replace these two knobs, and then it will be good to hit the shop. It sounds awesome. We were actually just playing with this like an hour ago, so really excited for that one. I think you saw this in the Pallet video because it came from it. We got this nice Goytone matching head and cab. We finally have some room to display some pedals, so all kinds of stuff from Electro Harmonics. We've got Pete Cornish SS3, some MXR stuff, multiple Digitech whammies actually. All kinds of cool stuff. And over here we've got, you know, some wah pedals of many varieties, as well as a ton of Boss pedals. We got all of these, which are all older stuff that's all in the original box, which is great. Not a Boss pedal. We do have the Small Stone in the original wood box with manual, which is really cool. Or Small Clone, sorry, not Small Stone. But, yeah, all these Boss pedals don't have the box or anything. Couple Walrus pedals. This is an obscure one, but this is like a if you know, you know. FAL treble booster. Really, really rare. That'll hit the shop very soon. Also come back over here. We do have a bunch of just necks for those of you who are building guitars or modding guitars. Some of this was listed, some of it wasn't, so we're just kind of updating our inventory, but here's a bunch of Fender necks we had. Kind of everything from just like your off-the-shelf player series stuff to like older modern player neck. This is actually, I'll say, my favorite one in here. This is, again, nothing super fancy. It's from Fender Mexico. This is a deluxe series neck with the original tuners on it, and this thing is awesome. Like, it feels really similar to like the older American Special necks they were using. Has the same kind of satin finish and very similar profile. And I know these guitars weren't super popular, but this neck is really great. So this would be fun if you have a Strat that's literally just waiting on a loaded neck. You've got nut, got your tuners, got your string tree, you're ready to go. We're putting this shelf together too with some of the pro audio stuff. It's not very aesthetic yet, so this is definitely a work in progress, but trying to make some room. Did pull out some new mics this week. There's 3 new blue mics. I think one of them made one of the last videos, so you've seen some of them. Yeah, just lots of new stuff going on here. It looks like there's a lot of new stuff in the pipeline for us too in like the next week, so I'm sure next week's Fresh Finds is gonna be super crazy. Hopefully you've enjoyed looking at all this stuff, and hopefully you kind of took something away from this. It's been a long time for me figuring out what the best ways to store guitars are, and I think that these pallet racks are going to be a great step in the right direction towards being able to carry a bit more volume while not sacrificing organization. So we'll see how that goes in the coming months. If we make any crazy updates, we will of course keep everyone in the loop. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch these videos. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment and all that good stuff. We always appreciate all of it, and we will see you guys in the next video soon. Bye.